Were you nervous to execute that in a game?
No, we've been practicing all week long. At first, it's supposed to be like a normal flip. I told Coach Lash, I was like, let's do it behind the back. He was like, you can do it 5 times in a row, we'll do it. So I was like, all right, did it 5 times in a row. So went out there and executed.
Did you see that somewhere?
I mean, I saw it a couple times from Mahomes, but that wasn't really the thing I was thinking about. Just like, let's have some fun with it. So active flip in it.
Have your receivers been lobbying for you to do that before today?
Nah, I mean, nobody ever mentioned that, honestly, until we got to that play. He was like, I'm going to ride it and flick it. And I was like, add some listen to it.
What was going through your mind on that big play that CJ made where you were escaping pressure, dumping out to him?
Yeah, so I just knew I had to make one man miss, made him miss, and then just climbed in the pocket and gave him the ball. And after the fact, my head was in the ground, so I didn't see the play. He literally grabbed my head and pushed him to the ground. I didn't see the play, so I don't know how CJ got up out of there.
Let's watch the highlights later.
Yeah, let's do it.
But was he the target all along, or are you just trying to get away from pressure and looking for anybody in the same color jersey you got on?
I know he's never a target in that play, so it just happened. He popped in my vision. I saw he was wide open, just gave him the ball, let my playmaker make plays, and that's what he did right there.
Between him and McFall and kind of getting it out to your running backs a little bit more in the passing game, I guess what's the goal there, and how's that been?
Yeah.
Kind of giving them.
Yeah, those guys are really diverse. They can, they can do anything on the field. They can catch, block, run, all of that. So, sometimes we line them up at receiver, and you see the skills they have out there running routes and catching the ball. So I think just put them in the backfield, creating matchups that that linebackers really can't guard a running back. So just put them in space and letting them make plays is a key part of our game.
And with the running game, not playing up to its standard today, and that being maybe tough to sustain drives when it's not. What's that like for you again? Ask Coach Lashley too, but when you're dumping it off to the running backs or to the receivers out in space, just trying to get chunk plays, not always looking for that explosive play.
Yeah, it's going to happen sometimes. We're not going to play our best run game at some points. We knew going in, Stanford was a really good run support team, so we knew we'd have to, throw the ball a little bit more and just get the ball on the perimeter. It's not always about the big shots, like you said. It's about making the smart plays, like Coach Lashley would tell me, be a boring quarterback and go out there, just make plays. So that's kind of what I did today. We just executed at a high level.
What was it like watching that pick six, getting ready to get on the field for a possession, but Medlock kicks it all the way instead?
Yeah, so the prior plays before, some plays I didn't agree with, but they called the flag anyways, and yeah, he's leading up to that, and I saw Medlock get the pick. He's pretending for 6. It was it was a great feeling because we knew we would have to score again, and he sealed it out for us. Sealed the game up.
After being limited in his first couple games to mostly special teams, Yamir Knight has become a much bigger part of the offense, the passing game. What have you seen, I guess, maybe even in practice, that has led to the evolution, the growth of his game that's made him a much bigger part of your offense?
Yeah, I knew he would be a guy. The first time we had a throwing session, I probably threw over about 40 passes to him. He didn't drop nothing. So just looking at that and going to practice, him just figuring out the offense, and he connected really quick, and he just fit in the offense, and just try to get him the ball more and let him make plays with the ball in his hand. You see what he do with the ball in his hands.
Now you guys moved past these first 2 games, big one now this week. Just what are your initial thoughts about this week? I know you're going to try to enjoy the win, but it's a pretty big one.
Sure. Yeah, it's definitely a big one. We had a good preparation week. Going in, Stanford would be a tough team to play against. So just executing against them, make sure we execute our base plays, and go as fast as we can. Will definitely help us out during that game. And Stanford put up a pretty good fight. And now it's just on the next week.
How much development have you guys had as a team as far as the process that you guys have to get to each week to play at your best? Has that been something that you've seen like a big amount of growth?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, starting out the first couple games, it didn't go as planned as we wanted to, but just getting in the film room, our coach is doing a great job at coaching our players, and just getting that, just being able to process things, it came a long way with us, and now we just execute like it's nothing. It's back of our hand. We just go out there and play.
How are you guys feeling getting a chance to take it back to Clemson after last year's championship game?
Yeah, I'm very excited. They got us last year, but we're gonna try to get them this year, and hopefully the results will stay the same. I mean, as a dub for us, and it's very excited to get out there and play against my guy, Clemson.
Given the way the last one ended against Clemson on the last play, is that one that stuck with you over the off season? Is that one you circled on the schedule when it came out?
Yeah, it definitely did. I mean, we knew we'll have well, looking at our schedule, we knew we'll have Clemson in the early ACC play. So just being prepared for that, going up there to Death Valley, just being prepared for that, just ready to go play them guys.